Hope you are doing well during this lockdown period. Are you missing me? I am missing you too. Now I am going to discuss about the chapter number 1, food. Where does it come from? Already you got this material, and I think on the chapter very well at home. But I am discussing about the chapter today for you. From the heading, food, where does it come from? Please tell me, what is your basic idea from where the food comes? So you can easily tell me if I ask where the food comes, you can easily tell me food comes from plant or animals. So food are available here. The different people have different food habits and different region. So first start the chapter, we have to know the term ingredients. What is the meaning of this term? Ingredients means the things that are needed to prepare any food item are called ingredients. The things that are needed to prepare any food item is called ingredients. For example, suppose you have to make rice. You need raw rice and water. So raw rice and water are two food ingredients to prepare the rice. Another example for you, if you want to make vegetable curry, you need one or more vegetables, different types of spices, oil, ghee. These all are ingredients to prepare the vegetable curry. And now I am giving you the other example. To prepare pea pulao, you need pea, rice, different types of spices, ghee or oil and water. These all are ingredients to prepare pea pulao. And kheer, you need sugar, milk, rice and dry fruits. These all are ingredients to prepare kheer. So I think now you have clear your doubt what is the meaning of the term ingredients. Now I am told earlier that food comes from plants and animals. Food comes from plants and animals. Plants are the main source of the food ingredients. Plants have different parts. So in some plants we use roots as a food. Example, beet, carrot, berries, etc. In case of certain plant we use the stem as a food. Example, potato, onion, etc. In some plant we use the one or more part as a food ingredients. Example, mustard oil. Example, mustard plant. In mustard plant, the leaf of the mustard plant we use as a leafy vegetable, and the seed of the mustard plant we use to prepare the oil. Now, according to your book, various food items produced by plants can be grouped as follows. Number 1, cereals. Cereals are edible grains obtained from cultivated grass. Cereals are used by human beings as staple food. Staple means main food. These are the rich sources of carbohydrate. So, where the carbohydrate present, this is known as the energy-rich food. The major cereals in India are rice, wheat, maize, sorghum, etc. Pulses. Now pulses. Pulses are the second to cereals in our food. Pulses are the seeds of leguminous plants. Do you know the term leguminous? Leguminous means the nodules present in the root of the certain plant that trap the nitrogen. which are used to prepare the food for the bacteria. So the so pulses are the seeds of the leguminous plants. Pulses are an important sources of proteins or vegetarians. Example, important pulses are peas, soybean, lentil, beans, gram, etc. Now vegetables. We already know about the vegetables we get from the plants. There are different types of vegetables, the root vegetables, carrot, radish, leafy vegetables, spinach, lettuce, stem vegetable, potato, onion, etc. Harvest vegetable, cabbage, cauliflower, and fruit vegetable হচ্ছে cucumber, gourd, pumpkin, etc. Fruits. Fruits are the ripened ovaries of flowers. Fruits are commonly eaten raw without cooking. We eat the fruits without cooking. Fruits are rich in vitamins, minerals, and sugars. Citrus fruits are rich sources of vitamin C. Most commonly grown fruits in our country are mango, banana, guava, apple, papaya, etc. Oil seeds. Seeds of many plants are used to extract oil from them. Oils are used as cooking medium. So, this oil, one of the main ingredients to prepare any types of food, we need oil. So, the oil comes from the seeds of the some plants. Example, sunflower, mustard, coconut, groundnut, etc. Sugar. Certain parts of the some plants are rich in sugar. Sugar is a carbohydrate. The stem of the sugarcane is juicy. This juice contains sugar. Crystals of sugar are obtained from the concentrated sugarcane juice and purified by recrystallization. Roots of beet are also rich in sugar. Tea and coffee. The leaves of the tea and seeds of coffee contain caffeine. Caffeines act as stimulant. So they are known as refreshing drink. Suppose we are not feeling well, so that time we want to drink hot tea or coffee. It gives us energy. Spices. Spices are the parts of the plant that add flavor or taste to our food. We use different types of spices to make our food very tasty. Now, from your syllabus, you have to know the another important term, milk yielding or milching animal. What is the meaning of milk yielding or milching animal? The animal which give us milk is known as milching animals. The animals which give us milk are known as milching animals. Example, buffalo, cow, goat, etc. Now, you come here, the classification of the animals depend on their food habits. Now I am discussing about the classification of the animals on the basis of their food habits. Animals can be classified into three main groups on the basis of their food habits. Number 1, herbivores. Number 2, carnivores. Number 3, omnivores. On the basis of their food habit. So animals can be classified on the basis of their food habit into main three groups: herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. Herbivores, the animals that eat plant product or plant parts are known as herbivores. Example, cow, goat, etc. The animals that eat the place of the other animals is known as carnivores. Example, lion, tiger, etc. Another term from here is scavengers. Scavengers eat the dead animals, known as scavengers. The animals which depend on the dead animals for their food are known as scavengers. Example, vulture, kite, etc. Another main classification of animals is omnivores. Omnivores eat both parts of the plant or flesh of the animals, known as omnivores. Example, humans, crow, deer, etc. Now, I think you have omnivores. Human being, crow are the example of omnivores. Now, food chain. What is food chain? Food chain is the sequence of living organism in which one organism consumes to another to transfer the food energy. What is food chain? Food chain is the sequence in which one organism consume another to transfer food energy. Example, suppose grass eaten by grasshopper, grasshopper eaten by frog, and frog is eaten by snake. So here is the food energy, means grass is the plant or producer which produce food, trap the solar energy. So solar energy trapped in the grass. This energy transformed from grasshopper and from here to frog and from frog to the snake. So here in this sequence, food energy transformed from one organism to another one. So this is known as food chain. Again I am repeating, what is food chain? Food chain is the sequence where one organism consume another to transfer food energy. Okay, here food energy is trapped in the grass. From here food energy transferred to grasshopper when grasshopper eat grass. From grasshopper to food energy transformed to frog when frog eats grasshopper. And from frog to the snake where snake eat frog. So food energy transferred from one organism to another one. This sequence is known as food chain. Clear?